1971, it was the day before Thanksgiving in the United States. One of the busiest travel periods of the year, airports were crowded with people trying to reach their families before the holiday. At Portland International Airport in Oregon, travelers moved through the terminal carrying suitcases and holiday gifts. Among them was a man who appeared completely ordinary. He looked to be in his mid-40s. He wore a dark business suit, a white dress shirt, a black tie, and a raincoat. Witnesses later described him as polite, calm, and well-spoken. He didn't stand out in any way. In fact, he looked exactly like the type of businessman you might see on hundreds of flights during that era. The man approached the ticket counter and purchased a one-way ticket on Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. His destination was Seattle, Washington. The ticket cost only $20. The name he used was Dan Cooper. At the time, nobody paid much attention to the name. It was simply another passenger among many others preparing to board a short flight. If airport employees had known they were looking at a future legend, they might have paid much closer attention. But history often hides itself behind ordinary faces. After purchasing his ticket, Cooper boarded the Boeing 727 aircraft and took his seat near the rear of the cabin. The Boeing 727 was a popular aircraft at the time and had one unique feature that would later become extremely important. Unlike most passenger jets, it had a rear staircase that could be lowered while the aircraft was in flight. At the time, nobody thought much about this design feature. Soon, it would become the center of one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history. As passengers settled into their seats, the plane prepared for departure. Nothing seemed unusual. No one noticed anything suspicious. No one suspected that the quiet businessman near the back of the plane was carrying out a carefully planned operation. Shortly after takeoff, Cooper ordered a drink. He sat calmly and smoked cigarettes, something that was completely normal on airplanes during the 1970s. Then he called over a flight attendant named Florence Schaffner. He handed her a folded note. At first, she assumed he was flirting with her. Flight attendants often received phone numbers or messages from passengers, so she casually slipped the note into her purse without reading it. But Cooper leaned toward her and quietly said something that instantly changed the situation. "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb."